Welcome to the world of happiness. Hurrah! I'm Jo Howarth from the Happiness Club, and I am doing a series of interviews with other people that do the happiness thing. And some of these people are based in the UK and some of them are from around the world. So I've got some real treats in store for you. Today, I'm properly excited because the beautiful Katie Sheen from Soul Nutrition is joining me. Hello, Katie. How are you?
Hi, Jo. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too, thanks. So I'm just going to chat to Katie a bit about what she does, why she does it, and all of that stuff. So Katie, explain a bit more about what you do, please.
I teach mindfulness and mindful eating in a nutshell. So I run lots of classes in the local area. I do mindfulness meditation. I do a really interesting one called mindful living. I really like that. So that's more chat-based. Because mindfulness, of course, isn't, as you know, it's not just about meditation, it's about taking it into the whole of life. And so that's a really interesting class that I run. I do quite a lot of corporate workshops. I like speaking at conferences. It's a great way to get in front of lots of people. So yeah, all sorts of different things.
So that's a massive range of things. I mean, obviously all mindfulness related, but
Yeah.
quite a big range of stuff. So what's your favourite out of those then to do?
I like all of them for different reasons. I'm a teacher by profession. So I used to, and I'm fully qualified in nutrition. So I used to teach nutrition in universities and colleges. And then I only ever practiced mindfulness for my own benefit. I discovered it about 16, 17 years ago. And then gradually people started asking me about it and I started teaching it. And it's gradually, taken over now. That's what I do. So any form of teaching is great. It's about getting the message out there, you know, when you're really passionate about something and something. I mean, it's helped me such a lot. So that's what I'm trying to do, is actually, if it helped me, I'm a very ordinary kind of person. I want it to get out there and help lots of other people. So whether that's like a big conference with hundreds of people in front of you, obviously you can just give a taster of what it's about. But then small group is just wonderful, because then you really get to work with people on a much more intimate level and see them grow and flourish and change. And that's fab too. So I like all of it.
Okay. So you've explained a bit about, in the answer to that one, really, you've explained a bit about why you do what you do. Is it because people started asking, or is it because it had such a profound effect on your life, or is it a mixture of the two?
It's a mixture of the two. It had a very profound effect on my life. And students started saying, "How are you always so calm? And you know, you always seem happy. And what's going on?" And I explained that it was mindfulness. And then they gradually started to invite me into their workplaces and invited me to do a webinar. And it's gradually snowballed from there. But actually, I'm coming back, having had a couple of years off being treated for cancer. And that's part of the reason why I focus on it more, because the nutrition was absolutely invaluable in supporting my recovery, but the mindfulness was the absolute foundation. Because if I couldn't have processed the trauma emotionally, I don't think I could have done anything with food and supplements and nutrition and all the other healing modalities that I combined. So I've come back thinking, yeah, that really worked. And I think I've got more of a depth of understanding of mindfulness now as well to share with other people.
Yeah. I think one of the things, when I first came across mindfulness, and you'll probably get this, I couldn't understand for the life of me how it was going to make any difference whatsoever.
I agree.
Because it's so simple.
Absolutely.
The absolute, you know, like you say, the foundation of it is just the simplest thing. And I did it out of utter curiosity. I, you know, learnt about it and trained in it out of utter curiosity, because I couldn't work out for the life of me how it was going to make any difference. And it totally blew me away. And I find that really hard to get across to people. Do you experience that same kind of, because it is so simple and it has such a massive effect?
Absolutely, yes.
It's magic.
Yeah, it's the simplicity of it. And in the West, we're taught that, you know, nothing in life comes easy, you always have to work for everything. And so to explain to people, no, you just kind of place your attention somewhere, and this compassionate curiosity that lies at the heart of it is just like, why do I do that? What's that about? And to have that focus, then things start to change. And that's very counterintuitive for us. But the other thing for me, I guess one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about teaching it is because quite often mindfulness is presented in the media as just being something like a relaxation technique. And that just totally underestimates what it's all about. So yes, obviously, as you know, it's about calming you down. But yeah, you know, you probably agree with me here, but the calmer that I am, the more clearly I can see things and I think straight, and therefore I get the insight that I need in order to do things differently. So it's about, yes, it's about quieting down, but it's about clarity, insight, transformation. It's an incredibly healing thing to be doing and sharing with other people. And I love the way that it makes you more aware of all the perceptions and beliefs and all those habit energies that just drive your life. You know, you just respond in the same way each time, you think along the same lines, and it's not until you notice that, until you become mindful of it, you think, I can't believe I think that, what is wrong with me? And then of course, you know, this is where you get the compassionate side of it. You know, you can learn to smile at yourself more, and by smiling the stress drops, makes it easier to change, and it's very gentle, very clever, as you say, very powerful, isn't it?
It is hugely powerful, hugely. It's absolutely key, I think, to a happy life.